Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the TNT podcast, episode 21. So, we just had a great game week of European fixtures, that is the Euros 2021. And of course, we at TNT will be covering it on a match week by match week basis. So, stay tuned and check us out on both Spotify and YouTube. The links for both our channels are available in our Instagram page. And today I have with me Praveen and Tarun. It's a sort of a bare bones crew, but we'll try to make it as entertaining as possible.
Really? Bare bones crew.
Bare bones crew, bro. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Okay, let's get into it. Come on. First up, we have Italy-Turkey. 3-0. Did anyone see this result coming?
It's not a very surprising result, I think.
It's not a very surprising result. I mean, of course, Turkey have King Burat, and Burak, is it? Oh, brilliant! I said Burat.
Yeah.
Okay, no disrespect, bro. Anyway,
Aish.
anyway, I mean, I was quite surprised that Italy dominated the first game of their tournament as such. I mean, even the first half they played, it was goalless in the first half, but I think they played very, very well, right? At times, Chiellini was a striker.
Striker.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Turkey hardly threatened, I felt. It was quite weird to see. I thought they would.
They had a total of 3 shots and none of them were on target. So, yeah.
Lovely.
Hardly threatened seems very fitting.
Yep. But, Italy were fantastic. I mean, Mancini has been doing bits since his time at Italy. I think he's only lost 2 games since he's taken over, and considering the fact that Italy didn't make it to the World Cup, and
2018 World Cup.
Yeah, that's where he took over as well. So it was pretty impressive to
That's
see.
after they missed out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, after they missed out. Yeah.
yeah, and they're coming in so strong. I mean, like, I know I call them as one of the possible winners for the Euros. I didn't expect them to make the start that they did, lah. That's for certain. Like, I don't think anyone saw this. I don't think anyone's envisioned a 3-0 result for it. Maybe a 2-1, maybe, or 1-0. Because typically teams are more scrappy in the first game. They're a bit too timid. It's very rare to see a 3-0 result, lah. So yeah. Wait, what do you guys think? Do you think Italy are favourites now after the result, or does it still mean that
No,
other
I think
teams?
favourites is still pushing it a bit too far.
Okay.
Because you still have like the France kind of teams in it. But
Yeah,
I do think they have pretty good chance now.
that's true.
I would say
I mean,
they are up there with the teams like France and maybe Germany.
Portugal.
Maybe even Portugal, yeah.
Yeah, Portugal, true. But do you think that maybe they're picking too early as well? Like, we talked about Germany. I mean, I talked about Germany. Do you think that 3-0 maybe is not... Maybe they're picking too early in the tournament, and maybe they might run out of steam in the later stages?
Not really. You think about it. I mean, okay. I don't think they are picking too early because they have been unbeaten for like so long. I think this after against Turkey, I think they are like 28 games unbeaten. Like they are in that wonderful run. So I wouldn't say that they're picking too early.
Okay.
So it's like
So just
Yeah, and one
continuing...
more
So
thing-
you're just saying they're continuing...
yeah,
a
it's just
good run.
continuing their form. I'll
Okay.
just say they are continuing their form. Yeah, and I mean, Turkey was considered as a dark horse. I mean, coming into the tournament, everyone there's a bit there was around like how to say they were surrounded by a bit of hype, but
Oh, Turkey.
I mean they did Turkey, but they did like literally didn't live up to it,
But do you
like,
think
they
they are...
couldn't, they couldn't.
Do you think their tournament is up, like, after this?
Wait, do they have who? Wales and Switzerland inside?
Yeah,
group, right?
it's a pretty... Honestly, the Wales, Switzerland and Turkey...
Not an easy group.
Not an easy group to
Okay,
get out
the
of.
only thing that I would say that's like favorable to Turkey is that they are playing at Baku, so
Yes.
they have their fans behind them. I mean, obviously it's not their own fans, but there are a lot of, I heard there's a lot of local Turkish people there,
Okay.
and it's on the border also. So the only thing that a bit like that's favorable to them is there will be fans rooting for them like the stadium.
It's
But
quite intimidating.
yeah,
Oh, wait, they're playing Wales, right? Next, is it?
yeah, they are playing Wales.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, for Wales, it's going to be pretty intimidating. Because
Yeah.
I think they played in Baku as well against, which is our next match, incidentally. against Switzerland, and I think they only had like 500 Welsh supporters in the stadium.
Yeah, there's only 500 Welsh supporters. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I'm actually quite surprised they managed to get that many people in.
that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Baku isn't so
overall,
bad
Italy.
in terms of COVID cases. I don't think it's.
Yeah, that's true.
that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
If I'm not wrong, for the Formula One weekend as well, they allowed fans, a few fans in. Right?
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
No lah. I mean like overall Italy they dominated the entire game. They were.
Yeah, it's completely deserved.
Yeah.
I mean, it
completely
was
deserved,
a very comfortable 3-0
Yeah.
for Italy.
Yeah, I don't think they ever showed signs of like really being under the pump at any point in the game.
Yeah.
Nope.
So yeah, I mean, to me personally, I think I see it. I mean, I do understand where Praveen is coming from, but for me, like, I find it hard to believe that they're going to win the Euros. Like, even though I mentioned them as potential winners, like, I still feel that they will probably get knocked out in one of the latter stages. But let's see. That's my feeling. But let's move on to the next fixture, which is Wales Switzerland. So I'm pretty sure all of us were Wales supporters, unless you had like Shaqiri or Xhaka in your FPL.
I had Shaqiri, so I was rooting for Switzerland.
Yeah, but I had Xhaka as well. I just wanted Xhaka to score and Wales to win, but that didn't happen, obviously. But yeah,
why would you all want Wales to win though? Like,
I don't know. It's like I guess it's the
British thing.
British feeling. I don't know.
British feeling.
It's like you want Scotland to do
The
it.
Commonwealth,
Yeah,
the Commonwealth genes.
The British spheres of influence. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys feel about the result? Like, did you guys watch the match first of all? Wales Switzerland?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
watched. Yeah. I think there was one standout player lah. I think we all know who he was. Embolo.
Yeah.
I think he ran the show, and I'm just happy that Shaq gave that assist lah. So Shaqiri gave that assist, so I'll take
Yeah.
that.
I would say
Shaqiri got subbed off, right? That's 1 point.
Yeah, he
in 4
got
minutes.
subbed off lah.
Yeah.
What kind of?
It's okay. At least you
I
got the
mean-
assist.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Wales got a bit lucky because Switzerland were outplaying them for most parts of the game, and I mean, I think Wales would have taken the point given how the match went. Anything more would have been a bonus, but I thought personally Wales were a bit out of. I think Switzerland were much better than them. It was like I would say Switzerland will be more disappointed with the draw than Wales.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
But
it's
going into the match, is that how you guys saw the match going?
I saw an even match, to be honest. I knew Switzerland had some good talents, but I didn't know much about Embolo, to be honest. I mean, apart from FIFA, I haven't really heard much of him. But I thought he played, like what Praveen said, I thought he had a very good game. Like, he was strong. He gave both the centre-backs a hard time. And, yeah, I mean, he deserved his goal. I felt like he could have had more, I think. One or two.
Yeah, he could have had more.
He had a few chances, but I do not know whether Switzerland will actually go far in the tournament because they've always been like a team that's always been under the radar a bit, not really really rough. Maybe like you don't see like a Wales or like Wales going to the semi-finals in Euro 2016, and I don't know. I don't know if they are going to be that kind of a team, but for them, I would say it's based on that first game. I think they can make it out of the group. To be honest, it's going to be a tough ask against Italy, but Turkey, if they play the way they played against Wales, not saying it should be a walk in the park, but I think they should be able to get the victory. I feel, but you never know. On a given match
Against
day,
Wales?
Sorry. No, as in,
Are you talking about Turkey versus Wales?
no, I'm talking about Switzerland. If
Italy versus
Switzerland.
Turkey versus Switzerland, like they should, Switzerland should be able to get the win over Turkey. But let's see lah. It changes. Obviously, the dynamics change after. I mean, on any given match day, so we'll never know.
Okay.
But let's see lah.
I mean, you also have to consider that there's only 3 matches to be played, so
yeah.
anything can happen in 3
Anything can
matches as
happen.
compared
It's
to 6 or
It's
more.
I think it's for the 3 teams there in that group. It's pretty hard for them to get out of the group, honestly, because it's anyone's game. I think Wales right now will be pleased that they got a draw out of Switzerland game. Now they have 2 big games coming up. They probably need to win one of them to qualify, I would say. But
that
yeah,
1 point would be huge for them.
yeah,
But
definitely.
I think that's the same for any of the three teams. They need a win. They need a win from someone other than Italy.
Yeah.
I don't see them getting a win from Italy. I mean any of the three teams. But they need a win from someone. Yeah.
Yeah, I see one of the teams getting a draw against Italy. I don't know which team, but we'll see.
I was thinking that too. Maybe Switzerland might be able to salvage a point from Italy.
Yeah, but that will be almost like a win for them, if they can see out Italy. But
That'll be an amazing result for them, as long as they don't populate it in their other game, I think.
yeah, but otherwise it was a pretty good game, I would say. Good result for Wales. Okay, then I think we can move on to the next fixture, which is Denmark v Finland. But obviously, the game would be remembered for, I guess, right now it's a positive note because we all know that Christian Eriksen made it through in the end, and we at TNT are very pleased to hear that. But just in terms of purely the game itself, what do you guys feel about it?
I mean, okay you can't judge the game by just whatever that happened on the pitch. I mean, off pitch there was a lot of stuff happening also. I mean, like the players' mental health and stuff for the. I mean, especially the Denmark players.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I mean it's great that the Denmark players even like resumed the game and played the game. I mean, after going through such a trauma. And,
Definitely. Yep.
yeah. I mean, they would have played a slight advantage for Finland players also.
Yeah, that's
how. Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, I mean, if you're an opposition player, that you will feel a bit. I don't know. You won't feel comfortable playing as well. I would think,
Yeah. I mean, even after the goal, the Finnish guy who scored. I mean, he didn't even celebrate, I mean, yeah. I mean, this game. I mean, Finland got 3 points, which, to be honest, I think they wouldn't have expected when they went into the game,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So.
But what do you guys think about the decision to actually continue the game? So based on the rules itself, I think Denmark were given 3 options according to Kasper Schmeichel. Either they finish the game as they actually did, or they could play the game on Sunday 12 o'clock, or they concede a forfeit and get a 3-0 loss. So do you think? I mean, yes. I think all of us agree that suspending the game initially was the right call to make. That was very good by UEFA. But obviously, this. I mean, based on what Michael says, it seems like the players were actually forced. Do you guys feel that UEFA should have made an exception for this particular situation, or were they correct in merely applying the protocols that were put in place if such a situation should occur?
No, to be honest, I just feel what UEFA did is pretty disgusting. I mean, okay, broadcasters and cameramen. I mean, UEFA have clearly instructed that if there were any pitch invaders and stuff, right, you're not like as soon as possible you're supposed to cut off the broadcast. Okay, but for this kind of incidents, the cameraman tried to see what was happening with Christian Eriksen, like when he fell flat on his face. Like the Denmark players had to come around and shield Christian Eriksen,
Okay.
And they would keep on zooming on Christian Eriksen's wife who was crying.
Yeah, that was honestly not good to see. Like it
shouldn't be. If UEFA can instruct the broadcasters and the cameramen for a pitch invasion, I mean they should be able to do this also,
Definitely,
but, yeah, clearly wasn't taken into account, and I mean
it was not very classy from UEFA.
Yeah, it wasn't very classy from them.
Got not in good taste. Yeah, I felt that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, some positives also. Like I thought the way Kasper Schmeichel and Simon, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name properly.
K.
Simon K. Simon K. I thought the way they handled the situation was very nice.
Oh my god, yeah. It was
the
very
way
class from Simon K. Actually.
Yeah, both of them. And if I'm not wrong, Christian Eriksen and Simon K. are very good childhood.
They're good friends, I think, off the pitch.
Off the pitch. So yeah, and I mean, credit to the medical staff on at scene. They were able to resuscitate him almost immediately. From what I heard, he was actually gone. Like this was actually okay. It was actually the quote itself. He was actually gone. So I'm pleased that the systems in place put in by the footballing bodies actually worked. And it's. I mean, we hope to never see such a situation again. But credit to the medical team and everyone who played their part in.
He also had to give credit to the referee.
Oh yeah,
because he stopped play immediately and he called the medical staff on immediately. Well, once it happened.
Yeah.
Guess who was the referee? Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor. Yeah, I mean, class lah. I mean, you have to give it to him. You have to give
He's
it
a
to
good
him.
referee. I
Yeah,
think.
He's a good
definitely,
referee. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always that thing about English referees, but I think Taylor is one of the better referees in England.
Better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely. I think that was a moment that was something bigger than football. And I mean, I guess we're pleased to see Eriksen back well again. And I think we can, of course, move on to the next result now. So we'll be talking about Belgium, Russia, 3-0. I mean, okay, I think Belgium were favourites going into this game, but
Yeah,
3-0?
easily.
3-0, I don't know. Again, like it's like Italy, Turkey again, I feel.
Yep.
What do you guys feel about the result? Like,
I had Lukaku in my F1 team, so I'll take it any day.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, he scored a very nice brace. I think he's in hot form right now in Europe. He's one of the best strikers in Europe right now.
Yeah.
It's just
Clearly, yeah. I mean,
like the first goal was a mistake by the Russian defender, right? And then like, I mean, I'm just comparing him to like someone like Morata, who had a similar chance against Sweden. We'll come to that soon. But Lukaku was able to take his chance, unlike Morata. And like these fine margins are what define a good striker from a mediocre striker, you know. And right now, that's why I feel like Lukaku is doing as well as he has so far. But who are some?
But,
I mean,
okay,
what else?
to be fair, I would say Lukaku has always been a very good striker.
Okay,
Even back in his time in the Premier League.
that is
Maybe
true.
I think his stint at United was a bit neither here nor there, but he was not that bad, right?
No, he wasn't bad
United.
at all actually. In United.
Yeah.
It's just that Ole wanted to play a completely different system, and he wasn't part of the plans. So I mean, to be honestly, I was okay with it at that time because I feel like Lukaku has actually gotten better in terms of his fitness. At that time, at United, he was quite overweight,
Yeah.
and he wasn't. He was good. I mean, he was ideal for the Mourinho system. I feel like because Mourinho is going to play the long ball, and then Lukaku can
Yeah, I
knock
mean,
it down.
Lukaku is the kind of player you want to be hitting the long balls to.
Exactly. So it was ideal for that system, but I think Ole's system, it could have worked maybe if maybe Ole had seen the other side to his game, because Lukaku, of course, we all know is pretty fast as well, and with Ole playing on the counter attack, it could have been a good asset to have him. But I still feel like maybe it was better for his career to actually move, because I mean I think he didn't deserve to be benched at United because he was too good a player to be benched, and I'm glad that it turned out well for him, and I think he's going to be one of the hot strikers for the Euros, possibly a golden boot, like what Praveen said I think last episode. But were you all also surprised by how bad Russia were? Because I don't remember them threatening much at all, honestly.
to be honest, I think it's more like Belgium was so good, you know.
Yeah.
They're a much better team, lah.
Belgium
like,
is just, they have a really good team on paper as well as on the field itself. So it's no, I don't think there's much that Russia could have done either way.
They played the match in they played the match in St. Petersburg, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yep.
Yes, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Saint
for me,
Petersburg.
because I think we have like a much bigger expectation on Russia because of how they performed in the 2018 World Cup. I think they actually punched above their weight in the 2018 World Cup. They actually went out to Croatia on penalties, right? The end.
Yep.
So
I mean, they beat Spain in quarters.
exactly. So they are like capable of pulling off some big scalps. So it was quite surprising to. I guess for me, personally, I felt like I didn't expect such a.
Wait, sorry, my bad. They beat Spain in round of 16. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then they lost to Croatia at quarters. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for me personally, I was quite surprised to see them see such a big margin in the scoreline. But I guess so. But do you guys think Belgium right now also like hot runners for the Euros? What do you guys feel like?
They did it without KDB and Eden Hazard.
Yeah.
I mean, like this.
Fair
match,
enough. But I heard Torgan Hazard
yeah.
had a better game than Eden Hazard. It was quite funny to see.
Eden Hazard came on for like 15 minutes, I guess. Like 10-15 minutes.
Torgan
Torgan started.
Torgan had a very
good game.
good game. Very good game, right?
Yeah, Torgan had a very
from
good
what I
game.
heard. Yeah. Also, Mounier had a very good game. I would know because I have him in my FPL. A nice
He would
15
start,
points. Yeah, I was going to sub him off and then beautifully he scored 1 goal and 1 assist. It was a very good game. 15 points from a defender is invaluable for my FPL.
Of course.
Yep.
Okay,
I think we can move on to the next result where football is coming home. And actually,
where
to
Raheem
be honest,
Sterling is crown king.
and to be fair, it did. It was a pretty good performance. England won their first ever opening game at a European competition, which was
Cause of? Say it, because say it. Cause of who?
Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips.
Yes,
Yes,
my man.
big
You guys deserve a special place in hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just for not saying Sterling's name. Fantastic.
Yeah, Sterling's name. You guys.
Yeah, I mean, in case you guys don't know, I rate Sterling just as much as I do Rashford. I feel like they are quality players, but they lack the decision making in the final third. And I always give Praveen stick for Sterling. And
say that to Rashford, I understand. Sterling has the goals.
Bro, he had a horrendous season. I mean, I'll give it to him. He scored a goal, but he did have a very good season as well. So, you can't say that.
You know he has the same number of goals as Rashford, and you all consider that as for Rashford, you all say it's pretty good season, but for Sterling...
I've always maintained that Rashford has had the numbers, but honestly, on the pitch, he has been quite inconsistent. So, I feel that both his...
Sterling had a horrendous season.
Yeah, by his standards...
For Rashford, it's okay.
Yeah, because Sterling is a much better player than Rashford. Sterling has actually scored 20 goals a season before that. So, obviously, you set the standards higher for Sterling than you would for Rashford, because Rashford hasn't reached that milestone yet. So, I think it's fair to expect a certain quality performance from Sterling. And, I mean, okay, I'll give it to him. He did get the goal against Croatia. I thought, for me personally, I mean, I know Sterling was given the man of the match, but I thought Calvin Phillips deserved it more. I think even Praveen can agree a bit to an extent.
I mean, yeah, he had a good game, but yeah, I would still say that. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the only threat going forward it was. I mean, Kane. I mean, I don't know. Goal. I don't know why. What?
Kane had an open goal. Kane had an open goal.
Yeah, and he missed it. Yep. Yeah, so that's different. Yeah, but I mean, going forward, I think Raheem was the only, Sterling was the only threat for England, other than apart from Foden. In the first half, it was Foden. Second half, I would say it was Sterling, more of Sterling.
Okay, I mean, they didn't create an awful lot. It wasn't like an end-to-end game by any means. It was quite. I would say it's quite cagey. Yeah. It seemed like the first game of the tournament. People. I mean, the players are still quite fresh. Not to say fresh. They are still a bit getting used to the system. Still finding their feet a bit. But. Yeah, I think credit to England. I mean, I think 1-0 is an ideal result for them because they don't want to be as I always said, they don't want to be peaking too early, but at the same time they want to get the job done. And 1-0 I thought was a professional performance. And I also thought that Croatia did hardly threaten as much as you saw them in the 2018 World Cup. I don't remember a clear-cut chance, honestly.
I hardly. They were on the back foot from the start of the game.
Yeah. And Foden hit the post in the second minute, right? Yeah.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah, but...
Why didn't he score, Praveen?
Sorry, what?
Why didn't he score? Your man.
Disappointing.
I think he bleached his hair, that's why.
Gaza.
But okay, what do you all think? I mean, the Trippier selection, stuff like that.
I mean, it's a brave decision. I'll give it to him. You can't say anything because it worked. It worked. So, I mean, obviously, all United and Chelsea fans would be livid the fact that their star left backs didn't get picked. But I mean, Trippier is also a La Liga winner,
he's a star fullback.
He's a star fullback, and Walker has always been very good at the right hand side. So he chose Trippier on the left hand side, and if this worked, he probably is going to stick with the same 11 against Scotland, probably.
Do you all think against Scotland they are going to change the formation or anything? Or
I think he's going to stick with the winning 11. Maybe the subs he might change a bit, but I think more or less this is his. He's going to be starting 11 for the time being, unless Scotland pull off some shock result. We'll come to that soon.
I think he might change the formation into playing a 5 at the back or 3 at the back, but I don't see the front 3 changing at all.
fire the back.
Yeah, I don't see the front three changing.
Yeah.
Harry
Yeah, I
Kane
don't
is
see the
100% not getting dropped, and I think both Sterling and Foden had decent games, so good enough to get picked for the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like, you can see, I mean, with the horrendous seasons, not horrendous, with the mediocre seasons Sterling had, I mean, he was still picked. Like, I don't see him getting dropped anymore already. But,
I think
actually, I
the
want
fact
him
that he
to,
got-
like, change the formation.
Sorry? You want him to
Tarun?
change?
Sorry. Tarun was saying something.
Yeah, no, I think the fact that Sterling was picked for this game actually surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure most of the England fans were expecting Rashford to start over Sterling.
I thought Sancho, wouldn't it be Sancho or Grealish? I think they wanted Sancho to start.
Or maybe, or Foden on the left wing and Sancho on the right, something like that.
Basically not Sterling.
Not Sterling, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think he proved his worth. I mean, he silenced all his haters.
Yeah,
I would say that,
goal.
He had a pretty good game.
It was a good goal. I'll give it to him. It was good. I didn't expect him to do much, but fair play. He did it. But personally, I still feel Calvin Phillips, I thought going forward, I mean, he had a very good game because Southgate only likes to play a double pivot, and Declan Rice had a professional game, no mistakes, very clean game. But Calvin Phillips, I thought, provided some kind of attacking threat. At times, he was the reason we scored the goal, the first goal, and I thought he was quite. I think England's best attacking threat. Honestly, he was creating a lot of chances for England. I don't remember any other players actually testing or rather creating as many chances. But for me personally, he was a man of the match. But let's see. I think he was
also putting in a proper shift as well. Like even in the late stages of the game, 80 plus minutes, he was still trying to win every ball, pressing every Croatian player.
Yeah.
That's I think that's a Leeds thing, right?
Yeah, that's a Leeds thing.
Yeah.
Ask me, bro. I know the Leeds thing.
I mean, honestly, for United, I mean, I don't know why we can't see someone like Calvin Phillips, because if let's say we're getting for 30 million, 40 million, whereas Declan Rice is going to be so much more overpriced. Calvin Phillips could probably do a job if Ole wants to be a double pivot.
I would say this game alone would have pumped Phillips's price tag up by 20 million.
You never know.
What do you think about Bellingham's substitution? I think I never thought it's going to come on the first game, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, fair play to Southgate for actually keeping faith in a youngster. Yeah, he's the youngest guy to make a European debut, right?
Yeah, he's the youngest ever.
Yeah, that's
in the Euros.
That's an amazing stat. I mean, the guy has made 96 appearances for club and country, I think, or something like that.
He's 17.
He's 17.
He's still 17.
Yeah. I feel old, honestly.
I'm 5 years. I'm going to be 5 years older than. Okay, never mind. We don't go into that.
Let's not go there.
It's just depressing, bro. But what do you guys think about it?
It's just going to get so much worse when you get to Mbappe, so no. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean, the common criticism of England is great players, shit manager. What do you all feel about that? Do you all think that Southgate has... So you all still think that Southgate is out of his depth?
I would say England will have a much, much better chance of winning if they had a different manager.
But he did bring England to the World Cup semi-final. I mean, whether you talk about an easy group, I mean, they did beat Colombia along the way, which is a pretty formidable team.
Who did they beat at the quarters,
Colombia, I think.
Then round of 16?
Who was it? I actually forgot. I'll look it up. But I mean, personally, I felt like Southgate did do pretty well with that squad. I think semi-final is they were quietly going along. I don't think anyone gave them a chance to actually win it. I mean, apart from maybe British fans, but apart from that, I mean, we all knew that England are not going to threaten. But I think semi-final is sort of an overachievement, I would say. And at that time, you had players like Maguire, who wasn't even at he was still at Leicester, so he was still a player building his reputation. So he still had a lot of players who hadn't actually played in those kind of big games. and to actually get to the semi-final is actually, I thought, pretty good result, I would say. And I personally, I would like to see England obviously win the Euros, but I think he is somewhat done okay so far at the job. What do you feel, Praveen?
Okay lah. To be honest, I would give him credit. I mean, he brought them to the semis lah, and when you go to the later stages of the game tournament, I mean anyone can take it, so it's like I mean that's what great teams should do. I mean, they should get over the line, but I think it was his first major tournament also, right, for Southgate. 2018. Did he manage? Was he the manager for 2016 Euros?
I don't think so. I think 2018 was his first one. I think
Yeah,
2016 was. I think 2016 was Roy Hodgson, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I think for for the first major tournament, he came in, he built a team, he brought them till semis. So let's see what he deserves a chance for Euros and next year's World Cup. So let's see what he does. I think I would start rating him if he can go far in this tournament, because it's much harder actually. Because they are round of 16, they are going to face one of the favorites.
Yeah. I think
Either
if they get past that
first or second
hurdle,
in the group.
if they get past the first hurdle, I think then you can really talk about whether it's coming home or not, because they're going to face one of Germany, Portugal,
or France in the round of 16.
I mean, unless Hungary pull off a shock result against one of the big teams, but let's see.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, I don't
never
see.
know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but realistically, I think they are going to face one of the big teams lah. So, so let's see.
Yeah. Okay, I think we'll
So
move on to
moving
the
on.
next result.
Yeah.
Austria, North Macedonia, 3-1. Thoughts?
I didn't watch this game.
Yeah, honestly,
watched
I
the
don't know what to
highlights.
say.
I mean, okay lah. I watched it. I thought. I mean, I'm going to be the only one talking about it lah. I mean, it was pretty good lah. I think Austria had a pretty professional performance. Alaba was very good as usual. His delivery from the
I
left
saw the
side.
Alaba's assist though.
Yeah, it was very
That
nice.
was quite mad. The service
Yeah.
from Alaba was quite mad.
Quality. It's not easy for a player like, he's of so much quality. He's playing centre back for his club. He can also play left back, but he's also playing left mid for his country. It's like, I mean, it's not easy lah. I mean, you see players like Lewandowski, who's not. I mean, honestly, he hasn't done as well for country, I would say, as he has done for club. So a player like Alaba to actually perform well for his country is pretty impressive, I would say.
Austria has a pretty decent team.
Yeah, that's true. I think
They're
they
not
have
bad.
a few good
I
players.
mean, I would say Poland is better.
Really?
Maybe on paper. I would say
Yeah,
because
on
Austria
paper
have
at
like...
least.
Okay lah, I
Austria
mean,
has
Austria has pretty good
decent players like Arnautovic,
Sabitzer,
yeah,
Hinteregger
David
is
Alaba.
quite good.
Baumgartlinger, is it?
Baumgartlinger. I saw him on FIFA
Baumgartlinger.
yesterday.
Yep. I keep hearing his name lah. So
Yeah.
somehow it's registered. But I mean, at the end also apparently Arnautovic went on a racist rant towards Albanians. And then Alaba ended up trying to shut him up. So I guess kudos to Alaba for that, for not letting it get out of hand.
Who's the captain for Austria?
Alaba.
Alaba
Okay.
is the captain.
Yeah, so
He should be like-
I mean, I think going in, they were the favourites for this game, and I think they had a pretty convincing win. I mean, from the highlights, that's what I saw So Vikas.
Yeah, also North Macedonia, this was the first appearance at the Euros. So I mean, they equalized. It was quite crazy to watch because I mean,
It was a
literally-
mistake from the defense, right?
It was a mistake from the keeper. So he spilled the
Keeper,
ball.
sorry.
He came forward to try to collect it, and he spilled it. Then it was an open goal. It's quite funny to see the North Macedonian fan go into raptures. But
What was the guy who scored? Pandey, was it?
Pandev, he's 38
Goran
years old.
Pandev.
Yeah, I saw this.
He's
meme
38 years
where
old,
They said
yeah.
that he's the youngest goal scorer for North Macedonia in the Euros. I was like, that's like
I
studying.
mean, at the moment he is less.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's an expected result for Austria. I mean, fair play, they got the result done. Even though going level, they could easily maybe struggle to actually get over the line, but they did it quite convincingly. So Austria, I think wants to watch. Maybe you never know, they could do a Wales. Let's see. But let's move on to the next result. Netherlands, Ukraine.
Netherlands, Ukraine. Yeah. 3-2.
So 3-2. It was a nice game, good topsy-turvy game. I think
Yeah, I mean,
3-2
it
was
was stuff.
energetic stuff. I don't think it was an expected
Yeah.
result, but I thought Netherlands played quite well. Actually, they created a lot of chances.
I would say Ukraine played quite well also.
I mean, okay, I saw I saw your message when they say they played well. I don't think they created an awful lot of chances. They were clinical.
I would say
finishing.
okay lah. Their second half was much better. Than
Was
the first
better,
half.
yeah, definitely. I don't think they threatened as much as did the Holland. I mean the Netherlands. But
Okay, but going to the game, Netherlands are the favourites. Right? You
Yeah, that's
expect
true.
them to be on the front foot.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
For Ukraine to even like equalize, I mean it was 2-2 at one point. So
It was 2-2.
it wasn't an
Netherlands
easy win
went
for
2-0
Netherlands.
up.
Yeah,
Then Ukraine equalized.
Yeah.
Dumfries
Yeah.
could have had a hat trick.
Okay, don't have to say that because
I had to say it.
you don't have to
Dumfries
say
could
that.
have had-
Okay.
Yep.
That Baga only scored 1 goal out of the 3. I have him,
Yeah, but to be honest, that was a very good header. The way he actually he got in front of his marker, and it was a difficult header to actually glance inside on. And he got
And
into
guess
the
what? He
bottom
missed
corner.
a free header in the first half.
Yeah, after missing a free header in the first half, it's pretty impressive to actually get that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I thought Holland played quite well. They were in control until the 2-0 lead.
70 minute.
After Ukraine scored, they started panicking a bit. Like you could see it. But I think with the home crowd on their side,
Yeah.
I think they were able to get over the line. And credit to Ukraine though,
Yeah.
they were never
What a
really
goal
in it.
from
Yarmolenko, right?
Yarmolenko's goal was like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
was
I mean, it's
awesome.
good to see the big players stepping up. I mean, he's one of the big players, and
Yeah.
we've seen him doing that time to time in the Premier League as well for West Ham, and to actually see him do it in the big stage in the Euros was quite nice to see. And I think Ukraine may surprise a few. Maybe they might get out of the group. You never know.
Yeah.
But let's see. It's still early times.
But-
Their coach is Andrei Shevchenko. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, that's good.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so maybe he could inspire a few of them to actually
Yeah.
raise a few eyebrows. Never know.
Hmm.
Yeah, Tarun was
Wijnaldum
saying
had
something.
thinking-
actually Wijnaldum had a very good game.
Yeah, Wijnaldum. Yeah, I think he put in a captain's performance.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Tarun was going to say something. Tarun?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, do you think Netherlands should have had an easier game, so to speak? Like, do you think they struggled too much against Ukraine?
I think it's good that they
With
struggle
the-
too much for them. I feel that, like, I always believed in the fact that you should always have a scrappy win the first few games. And if you want to win the tournament, because you don't want to be peaking too early. And I thought Netherlands, the fact that they got over the line shows a lot of character, because it's not easy when a team suddenly, because to be honest, Ukraine had the momentum, having come from 2 goals down. The game would have easily gone Ukraine's way another day. I mean, I think Ukraine will feel hard done by, but I still think that the result was very, very positive for Netherlands. And honestly, at this point, I wouldn't say they're favourites by any means, but I think they are in a good position, because 3 points is massive. Even a single win in any of the groups is massive for any team. So even if they were to suffer a shock, draw, or even a loss the next 2 games, it still puts them in like very good in a very good position. So yeah, I think Netherlands are in a pretty good position, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, we move on to Scotland, Czech. So yeah,
Oh,
it was honestly I would say it was one of the most entertaining games among all the fixtures. Actually, I actually watched it. I mean, none of them were interested. None of my friends were interested in watching, unfortunately. But, I think they missed the spectacle. It was honestly one of the most. I watched the second half. I didn't watch the first half, but from what I saw, second half, Scotland could have scored 3-4 goals easily. Like Tarun was saying that the XG was 2.53, was it?
it was. I can't remember exactly, but I remember it was
It was quite
a lot
high.
higher than Czech Republic.
It was above 2. And
Yeah, it was above 2.
meanwhile, Czech Republic had a XG of 0.9 something. So like, literally, it was one guy saving them. It was Patrick Schick, who had
What a
who
performance!
arguably had the goal of the tournament so far.
Yeah,
Not even
goal of the
arguably.
tournament.
I think it's a goal of the tournament right now. Unless,
it's-
I'd love to
it's
see a
weak
world.
foot 50 yard. It's a
Yep.
weak foot 50-yard strike. Like, okay lah. Yeah, it's quite
Yep.
mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have to give it to him, and to be honest, David Marshall for Scotland didn't do a lot wrong. He wasn't off his line so much to actually get caught out like that. So it's purely due to the skill level which Patrick Schick possessed at that point in time. Which was very impressive to watch. So yeah, great play lah. I think Patrick Schick single-handedly came to the result, and I think Scotland will feel a bit hard done by because on another day the result could have been very, very different. And I don't think 2-0 accurately this reflects how well they played. Actually, they created a lot of chances. I think maybe they lack a bit of quality to finish the goals. But yeah, I still stand by my prediction lah. Scotland are going to make it quite far in the tournament.
Dark
Wow.
horse.
I still think they have it in them because of the style of football they played. Quite commendable.
What about Shea
Yeah,
Adams,
they
Vikas?
could.
What about Shea Adams?
Yeah, okay, came on. He honestly after he came on, he started playing better. He got
really?
subbed on after half time. Shea Adams actually caused a lot of problems. He helped them create the space and more opportunities for them to score. So yeah, he did play well, and I'm not removing him from my FPL if that's what I asked. Yeah, I'm gonna stack by my man. Let's see. Maybe he gets a winner against England. You never know.
You never know, actually. Never know.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's about
okay.
it for Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's move on to Poland, Slovakia, which is a huge result for Slovakia actually, because they're not favourites by any means going into this fixture.
Yep.
They have the only few players I know is Skriniar at playing centre back, and
Okay, they have Such.
Suchek
Hamsik.
is Czech.
No.
Dubravka.
I want to say Hamsik. Sorry, my bad. Hamsik.
Hamsik, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the two players I know, and both of not both of them.
Martin Dubravka?
Oh yes, Dubravka, Newcastle keeper. Yes.
Oh yeah, the
Yep.
keeper.
But
Yeah, but
I think that's
Skriniar scored a
about
very
it.
good goal actually. Do you all see the goal?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
saw
sure.
the highlights.
It was
Yeah.
a thumping finish. It was really good. And then obviously the game was. I think the game fell nicely into Slovakia's hands after the red card as well. Krychowiak after his sending off. It was
Double
quite-
yellow, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's double yellow. So I thought Slovakia defensively were very resolute because they knew the goal threat from Poland was only going to be from one man, which is arguably going to be the Ballon d'Or winner, Robert Lewandowski, and he hardly threatened, and all he could do rather in the whole match was lay it off to his teammates who lacked the quality to actually finish their chances. I think at the 19th minute or something, Bednarek had a chance to actually equalize, and he snatched at the chance, and then it went on the wrong side of the post.
Oh.
So Poland did actually play well, even though they went down to 10 men. But I think it's a huge result for Slovakia because I think they have a very good chance of actually progressing to the next round. But more or less that's about it for that match. I guess it's a slightly unexpected result because we all expect Poland to get a positive result there. But fair play to Slovakia.
I think it was just a case of Slovakia being they identified what Poland's biggest threat would be, and they closed it down very, very well. So
they had a game plan.
not
And
much
stuck
else
to
they
it,
could do.
and
Yeah.
perfect. They played a perfect game in my book, honestly. Because
They had a game plan and they stuck to it. That's right.
exactly. Yep. Okay. Let's move on to the. Okay, I can't say a snooze fest, but
It was a snooze fest.
it wasn't okay. It was because for football neutral. For a football fan, you want to see goals, but if you look at it, actually, there were a lot of chances created.
Yeah, but it was Morata in the end.
Yeah, it is what it is. So we're talking about Spain, Sweden, if you haven't figured it out by now. So 0-0, I think it's a dub for Sweden, I would say. It's a big dub for
definitely.
Clear
Sweden.
dub for Sweden. Yeah, it's a big dub.
Big dub for Sweden. And I thought one standout player for Sweden was Alexander Isak. The guy single-handedly created Sweden's best chance. on another day, Sweden would have won that. Honestly, he was creating chances for Sweden very very well. Berg had a open goal miss, I think, if I'm not wrong. At the
I saw that, yeah.
Isak single-handedly did 3 or 2 Spanish defenders, and he squared it to Berg, who had a simple task of tapping it in, and my man managed to blaze it over the bar. But yeah, I think it's, for me personally, it's a big, I guess, it's disappointment for Spain. I think they missed the trick at the start of the tournament itself when they didn't pick any of the Madrid players, because of that I feel like they are lacking a lot of quality.
Luis Enrique, what have you done?
Exactly. Because I mean, if you look at the qualifiers themselves, right, a lot of Madrid players were actually starting. Like Ramos actually played the qualifiers for the majority of the time.
Yeah. Vasquez played a lot. Okay,
Exactly.
Vasquez is injured, but I get that. But but there was quite a number of players. Nacho was there also. Nacho Fernandez.
Exactly. So when you have players who have stuck by you in the process of qualification, why don't you stick with them in the tournament itself? And
I mean,
right now
it's not like they didn't have the number of players. They only brought 24 players into the squad, where you can bring 26 in.
I don't know. For me, it's a blatant political thing, which I don't want to get into. But I feel the main reason in terms of them not getting the favourable results has to do with the fact that not enough quality players are picked. But one guy I want to talk about is Pedri from Barca. Was 18 or 19, right? Is it?
18.
18. Yeah, I thought he had a very, very good game. I hadn't heard much about him, to be honest. But he definitely is one to watch for the tournament.
Is he a starter for Barca? Regular starter?
Yeah, he's a regular starter for Barca under Koeman.
Wow, yes. Okay, that's quite impressive. You know?
That's quite impressive,
Yeah.
Ferran Torres had 11 shots. My man had 11 shots.
That's why he's on your City bench, bro.
Yeah. I had 11. Okay, no, sorry. I don't know whether 11 chances created or 11 shots, but something 11.
Should be chances created. Can't be 11 shots.
I don't think it's
one
shots.
man taking 11 shots is pretty a bit far-fetched, I think.
Yeah. Maybe he created 11 chances. If he had created 11 chances, I would blame it on Morata. Barca never finished anything. He didn't finish a simple one. That's like a Werner-like finish, you know.
It was horrendous. It was a 1-1, and 1-on-1, and Juventus. I think they just renewed his. Or rather,
they spent 10 million to keep him for another year.
Yeah, so a guy who is supposed to be on,
No, but for Juventus,
I think Juventus are
he had a good season.
He had a good season, and that's why it's more disappointing that he doesn't finish. You have someone like Lukaku who is able to take the chance, whereas Morata has skewed it wide. And I mean, I still feel like nil-nil is not the end of the world for them, but it will be a very disappointing result for them. And I think for Sweden is a big dub, because if you see the stats, Spain had 85% of the ball. They had some record for the most number of passes.
They're close to 9 times.
All their back four completed more than 100 passes each.
Exactly. So it was clear. I mean, in terms of the game plan for Sweden, it was pretty clear, and they stuck to it. And they almost, I would say, another day easily Sweden could have won that. So for them, it almost worked out for them. But it's a big dub for Sweden, and Spain will be bitterly disappointed with nil-nil draw. But I think we can move on from there. Anything else for Spain, Sweden?
But I still feel that Spain will comfortably come out of the group. The group is
they should.
Yeah.
They still have a bit. Yeah, I mean, even if you take away the Madrid players, they still have a pretty strong squad. So you wouldn't be surprised to see them actually.
I feel Ramos not coming in. One of the main reasons is because Laporte changed nationality. So I think Enrique didn't want to start Ramos after that. I mean, that's what I think. So
wait, what happened again? I didn't.
Laporte changed nationality from French to Spanish, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think he had I think he wanted to start Laporte and
Pau Torres.
Yeah, and
doesn't it make more sense to start Laporte and Ramos?
But I don't know why. But I didn't know why Enrique Enrique, I don't know what he was thinking.
I just
but
feel like
fine.
it's either a political thing or maybe it's like just out of spite or something. I don't know lah. But
You never
But
know.
I don't think it's very political though, because it's in the end they're representing Spain. This can't, even though they are Catalonians, they are under the thing called Spain. I mean they're representing Spain, right? So
No,
it's
but
like,
why
would the Spanish FA like?
There's a long-standing political, I guess, displeasure, if you want to call it. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that, but why would the Spanish FA agree to this? Not having any Madrid players like
It's
from
not
the
about
capital.
it's not about agreeing. It's more to do with. I mean, Enrique can pick who he wants to pick. That's completely up to him. So
Yeah,
obviously, Spanish FA will not, I guess, impede his decision. But to us as fans, I think it doesn't take a very, I guess, intelligent person to figure out the fact that clearly there probably is some political agenda hidden behind it, I would say.
yeah, okay. Atletico Madrid is a part of the capital, right? I mean, there are a lot of Atletico players there.
No, but a lot of it's mainly due to actually the Spain and Barcelona have a lot of shithouses. It's not Spain, sorry. Real Madrid and Barcelona, especially in the olden days, Real Madrid used to do a lot of
Bully them.
they really used to have a lot of shithousery. I mean, maybe you can do it in another episode. We can cover that in another episode, but
And the Mythbusters.
maybe Mythbusters you can do something about that. But it's pretty interesting. If you guys are interested, you can go look it up. Especially in the 1940s when Francisco Franco was actually the Spanish leader at that point in time. But we'll do that another day.
Okay.
Move on to the next result, which was yesterday's result. Hungary 0, Portugal 3. This was a match all of us watched together.
let me just say
Hungary
this:
0,
I'm happy Ronaldo
Ronnie
got 2
2,
goals because he's my captain, but it's a completely undeserved 3-0.
That's true. That's definitely true. Yeah, I feel like Hungary were hard done by, very hard done by. They completely. I mean, I think 0-0 was going. That was the way the game was going. Hungary. I mean, they scored one, which is offside, but apart from that, don't really remember them threatening much. But I think every Hungarian player chipped in, and it was finally nice to see a stadium in Budapest fully packed. What was the capacity, Tarun, you said?
68,000. It was full.
68,000.
It was 68,000.
It was brilliant to see the fans, but I mean, it wasn't the same volume as you would expect to see, but it was very nice to see so many fans present in the stadium. So I mean, that should have been a huge boost to Hungary, but unfortunately, it didn't pan the way it did. And I think you have to give a lot of credit to Ronaldo. I mean, the guy, he just needs one chance. He missed an open goal in the first half. Not an open goal, but a chance you expect.
Technically, it was
Ronaldo to
an
take.
open goal, but it's just I don't think it was an easy chance to convert.
Okay, it wasn't like an average striker. You would say that 50-50 chance. Ronaldo is a 90-10 chance, I would say. And you expect Ronaldo to finish it, but he didn't. Which is very disappointing for me and Tarun initially, because both of us captained him, and Praveen was over the moon. And of course, we all saw how it turned out in the end, with Ronaldo coming up trumps with the penalty, and the last goal was a brilliant finish. That was just
pure magic.
That was just Ronaldo class. A nice 1-2 with Rafa, and Ronaldo just being Ronaldo lah. I mean, like, he's the GOAT for a reason, and he broke the championship record, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. He broke the record from. I think he has the most number of
over Platini,
goals,
right?
I mean, Platini. Yeah.
Platini held the previous record, so
Yeah.
I
I mean, they were equal. Before this, they were equal.
One campaign.
Platini scored 9 in 1 Euro.
9 goals in 1 Euros.
Then why he never play after that?
I have no idea.
but I mean, you still have to give Ronaldo a lot of credit lah.
This is his
Of
5th
course, yeah.
tournament, and he scored in all 5 Euros.
It's insane. Ronaldo is the GOAT. I would be surprised to see him play another Euros, honestly.
Yeah.
At 40, I can still see him outpacing
Scoring goals.
outpacing centre backs. I can just see it lah.
Yeah.
The man is just great. Ronaldo is Ronaldo lah.
I have 2 words for this game. It's Loic Nego.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, Loic Nego
The man, the myth, the legend.
Excellent. He's an excellent Hungarian player, but unfortunately he didn't start. But what to do? Yeah, things Yeah, but after he came on, things were better for Hungary. I just say.
Yeah, like
They
it's
started
not even,
Yeah, they
not
did
even a
attack a
joke
bit
right
more.
now. They did
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a decent bit of chances after he came on.
Yeah, but it was sad to
I
see.
hope he starts next year.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
overall, it was Ronaldo. Ronaldo was.
Ronaldo,
there and he
Ronaldo
did
showed
it.
why he's the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, simple.
And
Yeah.
simple as that. So I think we can move on to the. I think that was the most anticipated fixture among the first match
Match day
week.
one.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
definitely it was France Germany. France Germany. I mean, going into
He
it,
delivered.
it definitely delivered. I think in terms, I mean, the scoreline doesn't do justice to how good a game that was. I think it was end-to-end stuff. Neither team held back. I thought Germany, especially, I was quite impressed to see how they coped with the French attack. I thought the Hummels' own goal was very unlucky, but apart from that, I thought they actually, despite picking a rather attacking team, they coped with the French pressure very, very well. And they might not have created a lot of clear-cut chances. I think the only clear-cut chance I remember was the Gnabry sort of hitting the roof of the net.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was about the best chance I could recall. But
The
apart
Muller
from that,
header, which he should have scored.
yeah, I felt you should have scored now. But these guys
Colin, what do you think of the
disagree.
Muller header?
It was tough. I mean, he was coming in such a pace. Just to time his jump.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
but,
I feel like
it's a tough one.
a player of Muller's quality should finish that. That's what I felt. But yeah, it's okay. It's like a very
I mean,
unlucky result.
We've been through this last night, like earlier today. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's okay. Anyway, but yeah, I thought obviously one player did get the man of the match in the end. It was Paul Pogba, and yeah, what a
he was
pass
man
that
of
was.
the match? I didn't know that.
If I'm not wrong, I think he
No,
won
it was
a-
Pogba. Pogba got the star of the match. It's called star of the match for the Euros.
Yeah,
I see.
and he did give that brilliant ball
Amazing.
over the top, which none of us saw it. Even in FIFA, that wouldn't have been viable. I think there was a brilliant ball to find Lucas Hernandez, and then Lucas Hernandez just
Drilled it past the keeper.
drilling it past, and then Hummels unluckily hitting it in his own net. But I thought Pogba he overall had a pretty good game, and I mean many United fans have come in to say why can't he perform like that for United. But personally, I feel it comes down to two reasons. Firstly, he has Kante, which makes a huge difference, obviously, which is the most obvious reason. Second reason I feel is because Germany also picked a pretty attacking midfielder. I felt they didn't have any ball-winning midfielder. Kimmich was playing right back, so personally, I felt like Pogba was allowed a lot more space than he would enjoy in the Premier League, which allows him to thrive because Pogba is a quality player. No matter what you say, despite his inconsistencies, he is on his day he can win you a game, and I think it showed on the big night. Your big player steps up, and Pogba was that man. And I mean, I think it was a fantastic performance from him. And I think another player we have to talk about is definitely
Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe. Oh my god, we see him in FIFA. Do you really keep thinking yourself, is he really that good? Is he really that good? He is that good. He really is that good. That offside goal, honestly, was. I think as a neutral, you want to see that goal given. You want to see that goal be given. Like it was such a good finish. That run to who did he beat? I forgot who he beat. But
He beat everyone except.
Yeah.
He beat everyone. He scored what in the
Yeah,
end.
he
He beat everyone.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to me personally, that was a brilliant. Like, it just showed
What
how
a
good
run.
Mbappe. What a player! What a player! He's easily the fastest player in the world. I think. Like, I don't know anyone faster. The thing about
Adama,
him,
maybe.
who
Adama Traore, maybe.
maybe, but I don't know if Adama is as good with his feet. Mbappe doesn't lose the ball. Even it's very difficult for you to, like,
I think on the
Being
ball,
a
maybe
sp-
Mbappe.
being a speed dribbler is
Yeah.
very hard because you have to actually control the ball as well, not just blindly running. And
Yeah.
he does that so well. It's almost impossible. And actually, Hummels, honestly, he kept Mbappe at bay. And it was one of the tackles. It was brilliant.
Oh my
Like,
god, yeah.
that was a world class tackle. And I mean, you sort of forget that he actually made that mistake which led to the goal. I mean Hummels, I still feel is a world class defender. Like, he just had one unlucky own goal, and I think Germany might come back stronger from this. What do you guys think? Do you think Germany are
Yeah, for
playing-
sure.
They're playing
Even
Portugal
calling
next.
his own goal a mistake, I think it's a bit of a stretch, because it's actually, I mean, as a defender, I'm sure you know, because it's very hard to
Yeah.
sort your feet out when the ball is coming in with the kind of pace. And
And he had Mbappe lurking in the back as well.
yeah,
that is
exactly.
always-
He just
I mean, if he didn't touch, Mbappe would have definitely scored.
yeah, I mean, his first thought would have been to just get a touch on it, get it somewhere out of the line of fire, go into Mbappe. But it was just very, very unlucky that that touch took it directly into the back of the net.
I agree, definitely. It was a bit harsh on Matt Hummels. But yeah, I think overall it was a very, very end-to-end game. Credit to both teams for fielding attacking sides. I think the attacking quality on display was clear to see. But yeah, I hope that the scoreline can also reflect how good a game that was, especially with some big fixtures coming up. Okay, I think we can move on to some score predictions for the next match day 2, if you want to call it. And first up is the British Derby. I don't know if it's even a legitimate term, but let's call it the British. Let's call it the British Derby.
Yeah. It's a legitimate term.
It's a legitimate term. Okay.
Yeah.
So the British Derby, England, Scotland. What's up? Who are you backing?
I don't want to go first.
Yeah.
2-1 England.
Scorers.
Scorers. That's a tough one. I want to say Mount because I have him in my fantasy team. And maybe Sterling again. I don't know.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want, but he had a pretty good first game, and he might generally end up being a bigger attacking threat for England than Harry Kane.
I like the ring to it.
I bet you do.
Ryan, what do you feel?
I feel it's going to be a high scoring game. I would say 4-2.
Whoa.
To England, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 4-2 to England. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-2 to England. I would say scorers. I don't know who's going to score for Scotland, and I don't really care because I don't have them. But I want a Kane hat-trick. Let's see how it goes.
Whoa.
Because he probably would have captain Kane. What else?
Yeah, I'm not saying anything here. Yeah.
I can just see it.
Okay.
Anyway, for myself,
What about you?
I think Scotland are going to get a result. 1-1 draw. I feel a 1-1 draw is going to happen. I feel Scotland will feel hard done by the Czech result. But I think they'll get some kind of justice in this game. And 1-1. Obviously, I think Shea Adams will score. And Harry Kane will score the other goal for England.
What a man.
Yep. And moving on to the British Derby, we have the other huge game, Portugal-Germany. I think this is going to be another spectacle, like the France-Germany game. What do you guys feel? Tarun first, maybe?
I'm going to give the win to Germany, to be honest. Maybe 2-1, because I don't see Portugal not scoring. But I do see Germany winning it. So yeah, I'll say 2-1 again.
Right?
I don't know, to be honest, because technically it's like a must-win game for Germany, for them to go through. Yeah.
I mean, they can always go through third as well, but yeah.
I mean, I don't think, for a team like Germany, I don't think they want to go to that end, to see whether they qualify or not, I mean, third team is basically your luck, based on the other groups as well, but it's nothing to do with your performance itself.
Definitely.
So I think going in, I think they would want to win the game, obviously, but it's like a must-win game for them. And I don't know. I feel that can Portugal cope with their attack? Yeah, surely they can. I mean, they were one of the best defenders in the world. I mean, yeah, they can defend. I mean, And
Pepe,
Pepe,
yeah,
the
I
guy
agree.
Pepe, he doesn't get old at all. I mean, he doesn't seem 38 at all. I mean, it's like, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I would say actually it's going to end 0-0 lah. I can see it ending 0-0. Yeah.
Okay. Fair play.
Oh, a draw lah, 1-1, 1-1 or 0-0. Yeah.
I'm gonna see a high scoring game.
Again.
I'm gonna give 3-2 to Germany. I actually hope it's gonna be a high scoring game.
I will take
Personally,
it
I
2-2.
see.
Ronaldo
How
brace.
many German players and how many Portugal players you have with us?
You'll be surprised to see you see it next week.
Okay.
But you'll be surprised with the answer. But
Okay.
anyway, I hope to see a high scoring game. I see my man CR7 scoring again. Not only just
Ronnie.
because I have him in the FPL, but also because we all know he's a class player and he will turn up in the big games when the team needs him the most. And for Germany, definitely I think they will feel hard done by the French result because they didn't play badly at all. They went in all guns blazing, and I mean they got beat by I guess an unlucky goal. So
Yep.
for me, I think Germany will get the result this time, and it's going to be a very interesting group from then on in. You never know what if Hungary actually pull up for the result the other end, against France. You'll never know, That'll be quite anticlimactic, honestly, if that actually happens. But that's we'll see.
I don't see that happening, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it for our predictions. So we'll move on to our fan segment, which is Shots from the Stands. So Shots from the Stands is an Instagram fan segment where we ask you guys question on our story, and you guys give us some answers. And this week we asked you who is going to be the breakout player of Euro 2020 and why. And we've had quite a number of responses, but we only have time for 3 as usual. So we have at Aditya, Kylian Mbappe, proven goal scorer and fits well with the French team. And I think that showed last night. We saw how Kylian Mbappe can actually turn on the afterburners. He's definitely a handful to stop for defenders. And I mean, I can see him getting a couple against Hungary, definitely. What do you guys feel? Do you guys see Mbappe scoring against Hungary?
I mean, of course, but my point is, I would say that I don't think he's a breakout player at this point. Everyone expects him to play at that level.
Really? Okay, I mean, I know he hasn't scored, but I don't know. I felt I saw enough of him in the Germany game to say that he might actually be a breakout player.
No, I mean,
Okay,
it's,
what's the
I'm just
definition
saying-
of breakout player though?
Yeah, breakout player is
It's
a
not like
player
he had
who
a
is
bad
more
season also. It's not.
unknown
He's not like.
of,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and they break out
breakout
onto the
player
scene.
could
I don't
be,
think that's Mbappe.
Or
at
it's not like this tournament is gonna
for
gonna
example,
jack up his price value also. You understand?
it could, I mean, okay, honestly, if he, let's say I give
It's
you,
already
for example,
160
Griezmann.
million. You can't jack up more.
I mean, okay, I don't think anyone's going to pay that figure to get him. It's probably going to be a contract. I think he's going to go out free, but if he does leave.
Let's go Liverpool, 160 million. Let's go.
Yeah, but I mean, like breakout player, like even in the story itself, I actually had Griezmann's picture. So I think the way we define breakout player is like, Griezmann, he was a pretty good player at that point in time, but for France, he was their talisman, and maybe for this Euros, he could Mbappe could emulate the way Griezmann did for France in the 2016 Euros. And I mean, so in that way, you could say that
He did
Mbappe,
that in the 20, he did that in the 2018 World Cup itself. He scored like 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah, he did. He's definitely a breakout player, but would he do it again in the Euros? That's another question. Like someone, I mean, breakout player, I think you can call him a special player, like someone who is. I mean, okay, you see everyone performing at the club level, but do you see them performing?
I mean,
at
I
the
think it
consistent
comes
level?
down to your own perspective, how you take the breakup player as it is, like how you
Yeah.
define breakup player.
Yeah, I guess Aditya took it the same way I did, but anyway, moving on.
Not surprised. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, we have Steph Saurus, who I mean right now it doesn't seem really relevant, but he said Jesse Lingard got broke out of the England team. Justice for Lingard. And I guess I mean I think once Trent got injured, all of us thought that Lingard might actually make it to the squad, but instead Southgate decided to give young Ben White a shout, And what do you guys feel? Do you guys feel Lingard would have had a great tournament if he had actually been picked? Would he even start? I'm talking about hypotheticals here. Do you all see him
I
starting?
don't think he would have started. No, I don't see him starting.
Honestly, I don't know where he would start.
I'll probably play number 10.
Mount
Mount's
Mount won't be starting. You're telling me
Yeah.
Mount won't start.
It's a tough call.
Okay lah.
So I mean, I guess it's harsh on Lingard after having the season he's had. But yeah, it is what it is. I think England right now is the team to beat in terms of their talents. So definitely it's one of the most difficult teams to get into. And then our last shout for today, CB1304, Harry Kane does everything right. So yeah, I mean, obviously you can't make much of it from his first game. I thought he had then one chance, the open goal, but it was
He had a very average game lah.
Yeah, very average game.
Below average. Yeah.
I was surprised Southgate took him off though. I'll be honest. I don't think he'll be he'll be one of the guys who I thought would be, unsubbable, if you like to call it. I didn't
I would say it's undroppable lah, but unsubbable. I mean, you can sub off. I mean, I think at that point, I think Southgate knew that's going to win the game.
Okay, let me give you a bet, like an analogy. Would you sub off Ronaldo even if you need a 98-minute goal? That's the way I see Harry Kane for England. Like,
sorry, say it again. Sorry.
If
but if you're already winning,
why
would you need a goal? Why would you need a goal? They're already in a winning position, right?
But
it would have made sense if they were losing lah. But they're already winning, right?
Either way, I wouldn't sub off Ronaldo lah. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you're one goal up, would you really sub off Ronaldo? I don't know. I don't think you would.
It depends lah. Okay, and one more thing. Ronaldo and Kane is built like they are built completely different. Kane is a bit injury prone lah. You have to see that also.
Okay, to an extent.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So,
we
like,
also talked about how the media overhypes his injuries as well, so you never know lah.
Yeah, true, but okay lah. They over exaggerate, but the fact that is that he has a problem lah. He always has a nickel in his ankle lah, here and there.
Okay lah. I mean, it is what it is lah. But I mean, I could see still Harry Kane performing well. Still the early days in the tournament. So I mean, I'll be pleased to see him perform, obviously, because
you have him.
I have him. Fantasy league, as usual. And speaking of fantasy league, I think we just I'm just looking at our table, TNT Fantasy League, and I just want to read out the top 3 for this week. Of course, if you guys didn't already know, the winner gets a TNT mark, personalized TNT mark. So
it's customized, I guess. Just
customized. Yep.
Yeah.
So right now the top 3 is Mitra Sachi Chelini Kane at third, 62 points. Gokul Leave My Barcelona, 69 points. And Omar Crew.
That's a big crew, da Gokul. That's all I just want to say. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Never mind. Casually skipping that. Omar Crew Vishal Bogal has 75 points, who is currently the leader and front runner to win our TNT mark. Congratulations to the top 3. And I just had to put there, I'm 5th, so I'm technically in the running as well.
I'm 9th, but I'm just 2 points behind him. I'm pretty sure I will catch up with him.
And Tarun is a humble 10th, right?
Raghav is 10th.
Tight. I'm tight for 10th.
Tight for 10th. Oh, no, sorry, Tarun.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight fight at the top, I would say.
Course.
But yeah.
Top 10.
So keep participating.
The top 10 race is going to be pretty intense.
Yep. And honestly, the margins are quite fine because the rules obviously slightly different from the normal Fantasy Premier League. So if you guys haven't checked out the rules, you guys should go check it out, because the way the subs and captains work is slightly different from how it normally does. So keep
shush.
Don't worry lah. I'm sure my fans already figured it out.
Are you sure?
Our fans are smart. So
our fans are smart.
I'm sure
I trust them. So so thanks guys for participating. So keep following our FPL Fantasy League, and you never know, you might actually win the customized mark. And also special thanks for participating in South from the Stands on a weekly basis, and look out for future opportunities to actually get featured on our show on our Instagram page at the Next Team SG. And we'll be moving on to the last 2 segments of our show, which is L and Dub of the Week, or I can say Match Day, L and Dub of the Match Day. So maybe you can start with L. Who gets the biggest L?
Spain.
I don't
shout.
Maybe?
Spain, I would say.
Spain. Good. Taru, who do you say? Sorry.
Yeah, I said Spain.
It's okay.
Oh,
Spain.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spain. Yeah, I think Spain. Who else could I give it to? Probably Spain, lah, I would say. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a big L for Spain, given the circumstances. And anyone else? I
No.
think maybe UEFA in a way, because the way they actually showed Eriksen,
Yeah.
I think it was a bit not. I mean, that wasn't good taste, but
Yep.
yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe for dub of the week, maybe we can move on to dub of the week. I think first up has to be Eriksen for making it through.
Yep, of course.
Yep.
Definitely, I think it's something that's beyond football, and I think we all glad to see him back well and up. And I mean, from what I heard, he may not play professional football again, but obviously we want to hear some inspirational stories, and I mean, we all hope one day he can actually we can actually see him back on the pitch, but let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Any other dub?
Dubs.
I have one though.
Yeah, sure.
I would say the referees for this, all the referees actually for the match for match day one.
Oh, that's
There
good.
wasn't any like controversial calls. I mean, like I mean for the Denmark Finland game, yeah, obviously Anthony Taylor did very well there. But yeah, but for I mean all the refs lah, I would say that there was a lot of handball calls. I think in EPL could have been easily given in the Premier League, but those weren't given. I mean, and I mean with the right decisions also lah. Yeah, so yeah, all the referees
It's a
did
very
great job.
refreshing change to see this kind of refereeing.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
good, lah. It
so-
was really good to see. It was a refreshing change, and I think VAR actually played its part very well
Yeah.
in all the games.
To be
Like
honest,
even for like I
you
can
can
recall,
see,
like I think
you
VAR
can
is.
see that VR
Sorry?
is good. It's just that some people don't know how to use it.
Yeah, I think the way it's being used so far, in the Euros has
Yeah.
been pretty good. Like for example, the Wales Switzerland game, Switzerland scored a winner and it got ruled out. That was one. Yesterday, the France Germany game, both the goals got ruled out for offside. Was it?
It was yeah. There were 2 goals lah. There were
In
2
that
goals
game- That if VAR wasn't available, that could have easily ended Germany's tournament. Honestly, 3-0 down against France would have just ended Germany. Honestly, I mean, from there it's very difficult to come back from the tournament. Now 1-0 in terms of goal difference is just -1, and
Yeah.
they still have a fighting chance to actually qualify for the next
yeah,
round.
and
So
even the penalty. I mean, not the penalty. The tackle from Hummels could have
Yeah.
easily given.
yeah, I mean that was also good refereeing. It wasn't even checked, was it? It wasn't even given.
Yeah,
initially.
yeah.
That was-
It was the referee. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was proper class.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
big dub, which we normally at TNT we criticize referees in general, but credit where credit is due. I think this week
Yeah.
they have done a phenomenal job, and
Yeah.
worthy recipients of dub of the week for us at
Yeah.
TNT.
Hope this continues throughout the tournament.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
And yeah, with that we've anything else, guys? We've more or less come to the end of the show.
Yep.
That's about it.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Yeah. All right.
It's been a good
So
few
thank
days
you.
of football.
Sorry.
It's been a good few days of football. Hope
Yep,
it continues.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, it's an exciting month, and so we'll be trying to cover match day by match day instead of our usual Sunday episodes. So do check us out, and we're available on Spotify and YouTube. Both the links for these channels are available on our Instagram bio at the next team SG. So continue supporting us, guys. We really appreciate your support, and look forward to more content from us at TNT. And we'll see you in another episode of the Next Team podcast. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Ciao, guys.
Bye, guys.